1. The biochemistry of smart nutritional choices. The foundation of optimal health is not just about the specific foods you consume, but also how those foods are prepared and metabolized. Cooking methods fundamentally alter the chemical structure of macronutrients, which in turn dictates how your body processes them. Protein quality and lipid oxidation, eggs and chicken. When you boil an egg or bake a chicken breast, you are utilizing gentle, water-based or ambient heat to denature the proteins. This process unfolds the complex protein chains, making the amino acids more bioavailable for your digestive enzymes to cleave and absorb. Boiled eggs provide an optimal profile of all 9 essential amino acids, alongside critical micronutrients like choline, which is essential for neurotransmitter synthesis and cellular membrane integrity. Conversely, frying these proteins in excess oil introduces several negative physiological variables. High heat cooking with oils rich in polyunsaturated fats can lead to lipid oxidation. When fats are oxidized, they form harmful compounds, including free radicals and advanced lipid oxidation end products, ELEs. These compounds induce oxidative stress at the cellular level, contributing to systemic inflammation. Furthermore, breaded and fried chicken acts like a sponge, absorbing vast quantities of exogenous fats. This drastically increases the caloric density of the meal without providing additional satiety, while simultaneously introducing high levels of trans fats or saturated fats, depending on the frying medium. Carbohydrate metabolism and satiety, potatoes and toast. Carbohydrates are your brain and central nervous system's preferred energy source, but the physical structure of the carbohydrate dictates its metabolic effect. A boiled potato is a highly satiating food. The process of boiling hydrates the starch granules, making them easier to digest while retaining the potato's natural potassium and vitamin C content. If you allow the boiled potato to cool before eating it, a portion of its starches retrogrades into resistant starch, which acts as a prebiotic fiber that feeds beneficial gut bacteria. French fries, however, are stripped of their water content and infused with highly processed oils. The combination of refined carbohydrates and high fat creates a hyperpalatable food that bypasses the brain's natural satiety signals, making overconsumption almost inevitable. Similarly, building a breakfast around whole grain toast and avocado leverages the delayed gastric emptying caused by dietary fiber and monounsaturated fats. Fiber creates a physical matrix in the stomach that slows the release of chyme, partially digested food, into the small intestine. This results in a slow, steady release of glucose into the bloodstream, preventing the rapid insulin spikes associated with simple sugars like those found in fruit jams. The pharmacokinetics of caffeine and sugar, coffee. Black coffee contains caffeine, a potent central nervous system stimulant that works primarily as an adenosine receptor antagonist. Adenosine is a neurotransmitter that accumulates in the brain throughout the day, promoting sleepiness. By blocking these receptors, caffeine artificially maintains alertness. Additionally, black coffee is rich in chlorogenic acid and other polyphenol, which possess strong antioxidant properties that neutralize free radicals. When coffee is heavily adulterated with syrups, sugars, and whipped cream, it ceases to be a functional beverage and becomes a liquid dessert. Liquid calories do not register the same mechanical satiety signals in the stomach as solid food. The massive influx of simple sugars causes rapid hyperglycemia, high blood sugar, prompting the pancreas to secrete a large bolus of insulin. The subsequent rapid clearance of glucose from the blood leads to reactive hypoglycemia, commonly known as a sugar crash, leaving you lethargic, irritable, and craving more carbohydrates to restore energy levels. Dairy fermentation and processing, yogurt and cheese. Dairy products vary wildly in their nutritional profiles based on how they are cultured, strained, and aged. Plain Greek yogurt undergoes a straining process that removes a significant portion of the liquid whey, resulting in a product that is exceptionally dense in casein and whey proteins. Furthermore, the live active cultures, probiotics such as lactobacillus and bifidobacterium actively populate the gastrointestinal tract, outcompeting pathogenic bacteria and synthesizing short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, that nourish the colon lining. Flavored yogurts often contain upwards of 20 grams of added sugar per serving, negating the probiotic benefits by feeding sugar-loving, gas-producing bacteria in the gut. When selecting cheeses, moisture content and aging dictate nutrient density. Parmesan is a hard, aged cheese. During the extensive aging process, moisture evaporates, heavily concentrating the protein and calcium. Additionally, the bacteria naturally break down the lactose, making Parmesan virtually lactose-free and highly digestible. Cream cheese, by contrast, is an uniged, high-moisture dairy product. The bulk of its mass is derived from butterfat rather than protein, making it high in calories and saturated fats, but devoid of the structural proteins necessary for muscle repair and satiety. Chrononutrition, the science of daily meal rules. Chrononutrition is the study of how the timing of food intake interacts with our circadian rhythms. Your digestive organs, including the stomach, liver, and pancreas, operate on biological clocks that dictate when they are most efficient at processing nutrients. The morning metabolic jumpstart. Consuming breakfast within an hour of waking aligns with the body's natural cortisol awakening response. Cortisol peaks in the morning to mobilize energy stores and prepare the body for the day. Providing the body with exogenous nutrients, food, at this time stabilizes blood glucose levels after the overnight fast. A balanced breakfast rich in protein and complex carbohydrates prevents the excessive breakdown of muscle tissue for gluconeogenesis, the creation of new glucose from amino acids, and sets the neurotransmitter tone for the rest of the day, specifically regarding dopamine and serotonin production. The migrating motor complex, lunch and snacks. Spacing meals 4 to 5 hours apart allows the stomach to fully empty and triggers the migrating motor complex, MMC. The MMC is a distinct pattern of electromechanical activity observed in gastrointestinal smooth muscle during periods of fasting. Think of it as the digestive system's housekeeper. It sweeps residual undigested food, sloughed-off cells, and bacteria from the stomach and small intestine down into the colon. If you snack constantly throughout the day, the MMC is continuously interrupted, which can lead to bacterial overgrowth in the small intestine, SIBO, and feelings of severe bloating. If the gap between lunch and dinner stretches beyond 5 hours, a targeted, nutrient-dense snack, like a handful of almonds or a piece of fruit, is biologically appropriate. This prevents the severe drop in blood sugar that often leads to hyperphagia, extreme overeating, during the evening meal. Understanding the complex interactions between the biochemistry of your food, the chronobiology of your eating schedule, and the physical mechanics